just we have to face on the camera, like
Yeah, it should
okay.
be
Yeah,
natural.
from time to time.
Yeah, or just talking to you and
It's fine.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
You want, I'm not saying
Okay.
members.
Well, hello everyone. My name is Suba Ross, and I'm Director of Admissions for Tulane University School of Public Health and Tropical Medicine. And thank you for joining us today. The topic of today's interview will be the Department of Biostatistics and Data Sciences. And I have two guests today, Dr. Srivastav and Farhana Chaudhry.
Hi.
Would you like to introduce yourself to our guests?
Hi everyone. Thank you, Sue. My name is Dr. Sudesh Srivastav. I'm a professor at Department of Biostatistics and Data Science here at Tulane University. And I received my PhD from Old Dominion University, Virginia. And before getting that degree, I completed my master in statistics and applied mathematics from New Jersey Institute of Technology and Indian Statistical Institute back in India. And right now I am a program director at the Department of Biostatistics.
So thank you. Farhana?
Hi, I'm Farhana Chaudhry, and I'm the program coordinator for the Biostatistics and Data Science Department. My job is to help guide students to resources that will better their experience and education at Tulane. So,
Well, Dr. Srivastav, there are different types of graduate degree programs, for instance, at mathematics or statistics, but in our department, we have graduate programs in biostatistics. Can you explain to our audience what is biostatistics?
Very interesting question. I know that's the difference. People they don't see what is exactly biostatistics is. Biostatistics is a applied application or the field of mathematics and statistics, which deals with the most of the time dealing data with biological data or bioinformatics and microarray and all the kind of data wherever people get involved in health related issues or the policies. So that's the biostatistics handle it. And the biggest I would say the whole idea of biostatistics is to convert or turn the data into the information, okay, and information into the insight of the question the researcher or the person looking for it. So that's what is the biostatistics is all about.
Can you give our audience a brief description of a type of study that might be done, a biological study?
Yes, as I said, the data, wherever the data, the statisticians are there. And the field we are in public health school, so we deal with the public health and the medical related data. And so application of statistics in the field of public health and medicine is called biostatistics. That's the best I can say.
All right,
Yeah.
yes, thank you. So the name of the department is Biostatistics and Data Sciences. Can you explain simply how does data science relate to biostatistics?
That's the very interesting question, because a lot of people are confused. They say, well, when it was a statistics there, why the data science came? And basically both are dealing with the data. So why they needed to have these two terms, or to define people separately? The very simple answer is the statistics or the biostatistics deal with model to data, and data science deal with data to model. That's the biggest difference. And otherwise, they are dealing with the data, we are dealing with the data.
That's a great, simple explanation. Thank you for that. So, Farhana, in this department there are 3 degree programs. Can you explain those?
yeah, so we have 2 master's program and 1 doctoral program. We have the MSPH, which is the Master's of Science in Public Health, and we have the MS, which is the Master's of Science. Both take about 2 years to complete. And then, so the MSPH gives you more of a foundational overview of public health with a concentration in biostatistics. And then the MS is more in-depth into biostatistics. And then our PhD program is where you have like a master's degree in a related field, and you're going into the program to expand your knowledge in biostatistics and apply that knowledge into the field of research.
Thank you. Farhana, when I am chatting with prospective students that are interested in biostatistics, I am often asked, what is the main difference between the Master of Science, the MS, and the MSPH, the Master of Science in Public Health?
Right, I do get that question a lot.
I bet.
So the MSPH, again, gives you a foundational overview of public health. You would take about 6 courses in public health in all the different areas, and then you would take more biostatistic classes. And then in the MSPH, you would also do a practicum, and in our department, a public health analysis paper. Versus the MS, that you don't have to take the foundational courses in public health. Instead, you're going to take more classes in biostatistics, and it'll go into more depth. And instead of a practicum and a PHA, you would do a master's thesis. So those are the 2 main differences.
Okay, thank you. When applicants apply to our school and to the degree programs, I know that you assist with the applications. Can you talk about the requirements
Yes.
for application?
Right. So we do have recommended guidelines, and for the master's program, both the MSPH and the MS, we like to see average GPA of 3.0 or above, GRE in the upper percentiles, 3 recommendation letters, a statement of purpose and objectives, what else? A resume and a CV, and I think I said all of that. Yeah. So, and then in the MS, we require you to also have a formal course in calculus and linear algebra. For the PhD program, we require all of that, and then, but just like a little step above, we want to see an average GPA of a 3.5 or above. You should also, we do like to see people having a master's in a related field. And then we like to see 1 year of calculus, including multivariate calculus and linear algebra.
Okay,
Yeah.
very good, thank you. Dr. Srivastav, another question I'm often receive from prospective students are, what are typical jobs that someone would receive after a degree in biostatistics?
As I said, wherever the data is, they need a statistician or biostatistician. And particularly after completing master's program in our school or anywhere in public health, they get the opportunity to work in a hospital, pharmaceutical companies, and wherever you see the health-related data. Okay, even in the government agencies as well, even NIA, CDC, and so on. And they most of the time they are dealing with the say SAS programmer or R programmer. Or as a data scientist, as I said, they deal data as well. Okay, so and or if you go on the senior level, you can work as a project manager or senior biostatistician.
Okay, and data is everywhere, so
Yeah.
these are probably widespread, right?
Yeah.
Farhana?
I like to add another thing. With the MSPH, it's more like a professional degree. So you're most of our students get the MSPH thinking that they're going to go into the work field right after they get their degree. So it's more like a professional degree. And the MS is more like an academic research degree where you're trying to get this degree so that you could go on to get like a higher academic degree like a PhD and work in the academic field. And most of our graduates get jobs right after the degrees. A lot of people want biostatisticians, so it's a lot, like about like 99% of our students get a job right after. So, yeah.
That's an excellent statistic.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. Or even I would say for going for a higher degree, you get the opportunity to develop the methodology. I know most of the time people use them to analyze the data, but if you are interested to handle the data differently or giving a new methodology in the field, they go for the higher education as well.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Now, it's quite often our departments throughout the building to rely or work with the Department of Biostatistics and Data Sciences on their research to help design their studies. Let's talk a little bit about the research that's being done here in your department.
I would say they are all over the places. They are everywhere, and as you know, our school consists of 6 departments, and no department is can avoid biostatistics department, because wherever they have the data, whatever the kind of research they are doing, and as I said, though no science is complete without scientific data or study, and no scientific study is complete without statistics. Okay, so you will find our faculty all over the places, and including public health school, including your medical school, or even in the city as well. They use public health department. Everywhere they are involved, and not only here in the local research, but they are involved in international level as well. So our statisticians do take a part in those research projects, and I can see myself I'm involved in medical school as well in Louisiana Cancer Research Consortium, and also in the international level. I'm involved in those African studies as well, and particularly in some training program. And so research point of view, you will see our faculty working in all over the areas.
You mentioned international and in Africa. Can you name some of the countries that that work is being done in?
Yes, the first-hand experience being in Mali. That's Bamako, and that's where I went, but also I'm involved in India too. I was funded for the 2 Fulbright proposal, so I had the opportunity to interact over there back in India, and so it's been a very productive as well as very challenging too. Yeah.
Very good, thank you. Well, let's switch the conversation just a bit, because Farhana, I would like to know, how is it that you came to work for Tulane, and are you enjoying your position here?
Yeah, so I actually got my Bachelor of Science in Public Health at Tulane undergrad, and so while I was in my program, I actually was taking biostatistics with Dr. Srivastav, and after talking to him and taking his class, it increased my interest in biostatistics. So right after graduation, I saw there was a program coordinator position open. I applied right away, and I've enjoyed my time here. All the faculty members are great. They're wonderful. They're always willing to talk to students and even prospective students. So, if you guys want to talk with a specific faculty, you could either email me and I could connect you with them, or you can also email them directly, and yeah.
Well, thank you. I really love all of our faculty in biostatistics as well. Great to talk with. Dr. Srivastav, I know that you've been here many years, as have I. So what is your path to coming to Tulane, and do you find your work rewarding?
It's been very interesting overall, and particularly my background is from the mathematics. After completing my bachelor in mathematics, first time I got a introduction in statistics when I got admission in Indian Statistical Institute, where I did my master in statistics, and immediately after completing, I got a scholarship here in the United States to do my master in applied mathematics at NGIT, New Jersey Institute of Technology. And so after completing my applied mathematics degree, then I said I want to go back to my statistics passion, so I went to Michigan State in the beginning to complete, but the Michigan State department I found was very theoretical, and then I went and moved to complete my PhD at Old Dominion University in Virginia. After completing that degree, I got a good opportunity to work at University of California, San Francisco Medical School. There I was involved in a big clinical trial on osteoporosis. That's what the first interaction I had with any medical data or to deal with it. So, but that was like a big change for me, and I was there for 3 years. I really enjoyed dealing with those problems or challenging and solving certain problem and aspects in the clinical trials. And so after that, in '99, I had the opportunity to move to Tulane University, and since then I have been here. And so I'm still interacting with the people. Those they were with me back in University of California, San Francisco. I know they went all over the world, I would say. I'm still interacting with people in Germany and people in even India, as well as some other countries where I had a lot of interaction dealing with them. So that's what's been my journey, and I every day I enjoy. The best part is this field is changing every year or every moment because of the technology. Because the technology is improving and the data is coming and new challenges are occurring. So I really love and looking forward every day to handle them and seeing them or solving them. So it's been a wonderful experience.
Well, I am very happy that your road led you to Tulane.
Thank you.
I want to thank you both for being here today and for sharing this information with our audience. And we will include email information if you have any questions. And I want to thank you for joining us today. This is Farhana Chaudhry. This is Dr. Sudesh Srivastav, and I'm Sue Ross. We will see you next time. Thank you.
Thank you.